What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Woodward Heavyweights. I am Spencer Axter. He is Flannel Sam. Of course, we got Chris Platty in the UPS booth. We got JB Smooth on the ones and twos. And our boy Sleazy Easy in the man's chair.
Sleazy, baby.
Maybe not for long. Maybe not for long. We're going to see about that. But first things first, we got to get right into it. There has been repercussions and sentences given out for the Michigan State players involved in the jumping and assault of a Michigan player in the tunnel. First one was felony, Kerry Crump. 1 count of felony assault. And then we have Brown, Gross, White, Wright, and Young all getting aggravated assault charges, which are a misdemeanor. And Jacoby Widman, 1 count of assault and battery, which is also a misdemeanor. So 7 players charged for the MSU football team and the incident in the Michigan tunnel. So, Sam Flannel, how do you feel about that? Would you feel those were reasonable charges, that is what should have happened, or what is your response to that?
That makes me assume that it was Kari Crump who probably swung the helmet.
Yes, I would assume so as well.
That was the one person that I said if he got charged, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But
I agree.
Everybody else, even as the biggest Michigan fan, definitely on this show, one of the biggest at the network, I didn't want 7 players to be charged. I don't want their lives ruined. It was a very unfortunate, ugly situation. They got suspended. It seems like it's probably going to be for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah.
But charged, I don't know. And then you got a guy like Jacoby Widman getting the second most severe. That guy's a Sunday football player for sure. I don't want these kids' lives ruined. It was a very unfortunate situation. It was ugly. It was an emotional game. They just taken a beating to their rival, which I wish we talked about more.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it kind of got brushed over
it did.
After that whole situation, definitely. But I agree with you. I think, felony is a lot, but you can't swing a helmet like that. That can be looked at as, a dangerous weapon, and the way he used it, you cannot do that. That is inexcusable behavior on the part of him, and he is seeing the repercussions for that. But that'll be that. That's kind of a bummer. We don't really want to talk about that too much.
I think the most important part to remember for, Michigan State fans, people who are concerned about the well-being of these kids, because they're not even
kids.
Exactly. I know they're probably, they're young adults, I should say, but they haven't begun life even,
Yes.
The most important part to remember, these are charges, so these aren't
innocent
indefinite.
until proven guilty.
Exactly. They're still innocent until proven guilty. They may, break off some type of deal with the prosecutor.
I'd assume so.
Exactly. The one, like you said, though, Jacoby Widman, that's the one,
I would highly doubt to see any of them face actual jail time. I'd assume that it's going to be settled in fines and community service.
Yeah.
But going forward, Aiden Hutchinson.
woo,
wins NFC Defensive Player of the Week. That is the second Lion in 3 weeks to take home the award after Kirby Joseph did it against the Green Bay Packers, where he put in an amazing performance picking off Aaron Rodgers and making a lot of plays. Aiden Hutchinson now has that behind his belt. Not going to lie. Kind of took it away from Lee McNeil. I feel like Lee McNeil did more, although Aiden Hutchinson got the interception. He got the fumble recovery. I feel like Lee McNeil deserved it a little bit more, but I'm not mad at it. Aiden Hutchinson had a great game, went out there and showed why he was the number 2 pick in the draft. And like I said, that is the second Lion in 3 weeks. Not Rookie of the Week. NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Sam, how do you feel?
At the beginning of the year, this was a historically bad defense. Aiden Hutchinson was getting deserved flack.
He was.
Kirby Joseph wasn't even really on the field.
He wasn't.
Now, 2 out of the last 3 weeks, a Detroit Lions rookie defensive player wins NFC Defensive Player of the Week. That's outer space level amazing. And I think a lot of the predictions that I made about Aiden Hutchinson and how good he would be in his rookie year, save for the 12 sacks, are going to come to fruition. This guy is figuring it out. Kirby Joseph is a ball hawk. And that bodes well. Yes, that bodes damn well for this defense moving forward. They're both rookies.
Yeah.
NFC Defensive Player of the Week. 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Unbelievable.
It is true. It is true. It's crazy. If you would have told me that at the beginning of the year, I would have told you no way. But the guys are stepping up. They're playing great. Congratulations to Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil, who deserves some credit. Because honestly, I think he deserved it a little bit more. But people like the turnovers. Easy, how do you feel about that? Second rookie in 3 weeks for the Detroit Lions to win NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
What did we talk about yesterday? What was actually, we looked at our biggest spike in the audience yesterday too.
Yes.
Do you guys remember what topic that was?
Best rookie class ever.
This is just another staple in that argument. The 2022 draft class of the Detroit Lions just may end up being the best in franchise history.
Never lost.
I'm talking about like top to bottom. We're not talking about top heavy where one's at Sue, some guys at Stafford. Obviously Barry Sanders was drafted by this organization too. But top to bottom, the 2022 class, it's looking nice.
And we're all about those bottoms. So it's awesome.
We're all about the power bottoms.
All about the power bottoms. It's awesome when you see, like you said, guys showing out. Obviously, Malcolm Rodriguez having a great showing this year. He's going to be back. He's 100%. We'll see more out of him. But yeah, 1 through 7. This rookie draft class is looking amazing. Next up on the docket, the Lions are getting love nationally. The Lions are making a lot of moves nationally. The Lions game was trending over 66,000 tweets about the Detroit Lions game, second most to only Monday Night Football in the U.S.
Oh, I apologize. It's actually the attendance for Ford Field.
Oh.
66,000 seats they're turning to sell for the game, which, like you said, is the second most.
Damn it, you set me up!
You said tweets, huh? You just put the UPS booth on me.
When I see trending, I think Twitter. But
that's fair.
That's even better. That means the people are showing out. That means the people are going there. That means the people are recognizing this Lions team is on a roll, and they're going to show out for Thanksgiving. What does that crowd mean? Easy. We know you're the one who screams at his girl when she's not cheering on third down. Hey, you gotta cheer on third down. There's going to be a lot of that on Thanksgiving. What does it mean for the Lions to have that kind of crowd, home crowd? That's a home field advantage. That is a 12th man.
First and foremost, for any ladies that may be listening to the show, if you're trying to get ringed up, you're trying to want to become somebody's wife, you got to cheer on third down. That's just the rules.
That's
just the rules when you go to these games. We pay for the seats. We're rooting for our team. But it means a lot. But there's two ways to look at it. Like, some of it could be a situation I discussed yesterday where, like, there's a couple Bills fans still in town from last week because they played their home game here in Detroit, which that may be some of it. That would make sense as well. Two, Dan Campbell, the hype machine for the Detroit Lions, was chugging in the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're finally showing some of that we thought they could be.
You got to believe in me, man.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not crazy.
But, like, it does mean something when we think back to like the 12th man in Seattle, or even back to the game that's trending to be second place in that Monday Night Football game. The crowd was rocking. I had season tickets back then. I'm embarrassed to admit this. I shed a tear because the team my whole life has been so bad. That Monday Night Football game, and it's the Bears too. The Bears all day, any day.
The Bears.
F the Bears. Freak the Bears. However you want to say it. And like, no, man, that energy does help. It does cause false starts. We see it this season too, a couple of the beginning of the home games too. So like, it's a good thing as long as the extra fans in attendance are Detroit Lions fans. That
is true. I do think there's going to be some Bills fans there, but it's going to be majority Lions fans. And I agree, when Ford Field is rocking, there's nothing like it. When I went to the Lions Chiefs game at Ford Field when they almost beat the Chiefs, if it wasn't for Travis Kelce throwing the lateral to LaShawn McCoy as he's getting tackled, they probably would have won that game. It was electric in there. What does an atmosphere like that do for this Lions team trying to knock off a Super Bowl favorite in the Bills?
I think it helps the players if they feed off the energy of the crowd. I mean, Ford Field, when the team is good, is one of the best home field advantages. It's a dome stadium. It gets deafeningly loud when they have something to cheer for. And this year they have something to cheer for. And honestly, the fact that this game is at home against the Bills, one of the best teams in the league, that is the reason why I think they can and will win, because of that home field advantage. Because Josh Allen will probably have to use silent counts instead of, which are often hard to do. It's hard to communicate stuff like that. And it just kind of shows how this fan base will rally behind the team when they have something to cheer for. I mean, this is still a team with a 4-6 record, but they've shown something, and I think the fans appreciate that, and they can see what a win over the Bills will do for them. I know we'll get more into that later, but I think that's what it speaks to.
That's true. It's true. You see the fans showing out. You see the fans buying in. It means a lot. It really does. And, yeah, we have a lot to talk about. We're obviously going to cover the Lions versus Bills Thanksgiving Day matchup in excess. We're going to talk about all the ins and outs, what it means to win, what it takes to win, go over all of that. We also have talks about Pistons. Saddiq Bey. Saddiq Bey might be gone. Pistons are taking calls on Saddiq Bey. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that a lot more. But first things first, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. We are the heavyweights. We'd be remiss if we did not talk about food. on Thanksgiving. So Flannel, I already know your answer, and you're kind of a bland guy, so we'll start with you.
It's a very boring answer.
What are your Thanksgiving Day musts? What must be on your plate on Thanksgiving?
So I just had to add something because we're having a little potluck here. Mm-hmm. Some Thanksgivings I've been to haven't had macaroni and cheese. I will dabble in macaroni and cheese. I'll dabble in turkey roll, macaroni and cheese. I don't like vegetables. I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like stuffing.
Wow.
I don't like cranberry sauce. I don't like any of it.
This guy hates Thanksgiving.
Hey, I'm a bland guy. I've got a palate of a 12-year-old boy. Sue me.
That's fair.
Sue me, people. But no, I'm kind of curious to see what the heavyweights have to say about that. I think you guys are a little bit more.
You'll hear it very soon. JB, we'll go to you next. What are some Thanksgiving musts that you must have on your plate?
How's that song go? I need beans, greens, tomatoes, yams, ham,
Hog,
you name it. But definitely gotta have the honey baked ham.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have some turkey if you're a turkey guy as well too. The cranberry sauce,
Cranberry.
the cranberry sauce,
You don't like me.
and of course the dressing. You gotta have the dressing.
That's fair. Chris, Thanksgiving Day must.
And I mean, I'm simple too, but way more diverse. I look like I have a diverse palate next to Sam. I mean, honey baked ham, turkey, rolls, of course, mac and cheese. You brought, what did you just say? You said something good that I just forgot, JB.
Greens?
The dressing dressing, greens. I mean,
dressing, greens, stuffing, all that, man, all that. I want my plate full. I'm a big vegetable guy too, so I always like green beans. I don't know how common
Dressing and
those are.
stuffing are the same thing.
What?
Dressing and stuffing are the same thing.
Yeah, well,
That's fair. That's
covering my bases.
That's fair. Easy,
Easy, baby.
It's easy, baby. What that plate would be looking like tomorrow?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
That is a must.
Facts,
Dude.
That is a must. Like, I'm sorry for Sam that he didn't grow up with it, but
Like your pit.
it's a must, like the arm of my pit. like Tyler the Creator says. I mean, it's without question. My only
See how you
beef
try to pass that bar off now?
with you, Chris, and you, Sam, especially, and I apologize for it because like you don't deserve this, but like turkey, can we be honest about turkey?
Turkey
dry
sucks.
as
Turkey
hell,
sucks.
nasty as hell.
man.
Like, can we be real? Turkey is gross.
Turkey
the
sucks.
only way it's good is the day after you put on a sandwich. You got
Yes.
other stuff with it.
Yeah, I'm with you on
Agreed,
that.
but also like with gravy and stuff, it's
No,
fine.
I'm not a
Still.
turkey. I'm not a turkey guy.
Because you have the gravy and then you're like, dry as turkey. It's
You're not-
always dry. It's always nasty.
You're not catching turkey on my plate on Thanksgiving. I'll tell you that.
No
right
turkey
now.
at
No
all?
turkey at all.
Damn,
No.
bro,
I'm going ham. I'm going mac and cheese. Of
Going
course.
ham on the mac and
Ham
cheese.
on the mac and cheese. You dice up a little bit, throw it in there. My family makes these cheesy potatoes that are like diced up. It's not like mashed potatoes, but they're like diced up, and they put a bunch of cheese and stuff on it. Those are really good. Deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. I'm a big deviled egg guy. Obviously dressing.
egg guy.
Obviously, greens, whatever kind of greens we have, whether that just be spinach, collard greens. I'm a big fan of green bean casserole too. I know it catches a lot of slack.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, green bean casserole is kind of
It's good, man.
It is
It
good.
hits.
Green bean casserole's
Green bean
good.
casserole hits. I
100%.
like green beans. I like casserole. It works. I'm a big green bean casserole guy, but there's a lot. I could keep going. I got to get a slice of pecan pie. My uncle Dave makes some great pecan pie. I don't know if he's gonna be up from Atlanta for Thanksgiving tomorrow, but
Got too many broads in
We
Atlanta.
got the same Uncle Dave then.
yeah, there we go. From the 6, but it's
Spence drops in bum. Yeah, I did.
yeah.
The same uncle.
2% black. I can say it. No,
Biggest bar night of the night tonight. You going out?
I do have an Uncle Twan. And so, just putting that out there. But,
I don't got that.
He's dying for that pass. He's dying for that pass.
you don't have one of those?
got
You don't have an Uncle Twan, Jr.?
I don't got an Uncle Twan.
Uncle Twan's my guy.
I might have Uncle Twan.
Uncle
My grade's
Twan-
107.
My Uncle Twan makes crazy mac and cheese. Crazy work.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so good. But, bar night tonight, yeah, I think I'm going out.
Yeah, you
I think
got
I'm gonna hit
to.
up Darius. Might hit up the boys. We might go somewhere. I'm not sure just yet, but we're going to figure that out. But, like I said, we're going to get into a lot of Lions topics. We have a Pistons topic to start it off, so stick with us. But first things first, I'm going to tell you guys about where you can get your friends or your loved ones a free Christmas present. And that is Big Frog. Because Big Frog is giving out free Woodward Sports t-shirts. That's right. All month long, Big Frog and Novi is giving out free Woodward Sports t-shirts. All you have to do is stop in then, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. So make sure you go check them out in Big Frog Novi or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Feldman, the #1 name for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, is getting bigger and better. This Black Friday weekend, come celebrate the grand opening of the new freestanding Feldman Jeep store. Enjoy free food, live radio remotes from Woodward Sports, and even an autograph signing by former Detroit Red Wing Darren McCarty. Plus, receive a free $100 gas card with the purchase of a new vehicle. Come Jeep out this Friday and Saturday at the new Feldman Jeep at 8731 Dixie Highway in Clarkston.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Downtown Detroit is all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge and Monroe Street Midway. The Midway has a giant slide, winter bumper cars, and an indoor arcade. Plus, you can grab drinks at the Lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long. Visit their website at deckedoutdetroit.com.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is Flannel Sam. We got Chris Platty in the UPS booth. We got JB Smooth on the 1s and 2s. And Sleazy Easy sitting in the mask chair. Maybe not for long. Maybe not
The
for
lady
long.
on that graphic for that read, Bedrock read, looks like my ex's mom. I'm not 100% sure yet, but kind of awkward for me every time.
Kind of awkward, yeah. I can take that read off your hands if you want. I already do 40 of them.
Thank you.
I got you.
Actually, you know what? Leave it, because maybe they'll see it one day.
There you go. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That'd be lit.
I'll be chilling with your mom at the Midway. What you mean?
Catch with your mom at the mill.
But before we dive into Lions, because we got a full show sheet
All football
of
after this.
Detroit Lions, all football after this. We got to talk about this. The Pistons, the Detroit Pistons, are taking calls on one Saddiq Bey. Saddiq Bey has been playing poorly this year. He has not been looking good. He's not been making the steps that we expected other than his ISO play. His ISO play has been good. His off-the-dribble scoring has been good. But his shooting is down. His overall points are down. His assists, his rebounds are down. And he just got benched. He was moved to the bench, and he hasn't played in a couple games because of an injury. But the Pistons are taking calls for him. That doesn't mean they're going to get rid of him. That doesn't mean they're going to trade him. But it means they're seeing what the market would be for one Saddiq Bey. So before I get you two boobs and your opinions on it, let's go to our actual NBA guy, Chris Platty. Center stage. What can the Pistons realistically get for Saddiq Bey?
Well, you're going to want to start with the first. I mean, it's just way too early, and he hasn't played bad enough to warrant, like, second-round picks. I went through and I looked at all the trades of the last couple years. I'm like, okay, these players got first. Let's see. Like, Derek White got 2 firsts from Boston.
Yeah.
I think that's on the higher end. I think that's a little bit of a finesse, but, you know, you could start there with negotiations. Karis LeVert got a first. Can they get that? Cam Reddish also got a first. Aaron Gordon got 2 firsts. So it starts with a pick, but my thing is, I don't want this to be a hot take, but I think this is a hot take. I think that the change of coach will improve Saddiq Bey. I don't think the Pistons
You heard it
change
here
of
first.
scenery.
Chris Platty hates Dwayne Casey.
Hate. But no, I think a change of coach would be better than a change of scenery for Saddiq Bey. And at the end of the day, the dude is projected to be a 3-and-D role player, and that is a very, very It's
It's a
I'm
need.
struggling. Yes, it's a need.
It is a
Thank
hot
you.
commodity in the NBA. I definitely agree with that.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, especially for you. But
Rainbow.
bazillion Woshes. We're definitely going to talk more on this.
I needed that.
Boo, boo. Easy.
That was a meltdown.
Easy. What is your take on this? What can the Pistons realistically get for Saddiq Bey, and should they even be shopping him?
That's a tough conversation to be had, man. I mean, it's crazy because we thought Saddiq Bey was going to be like a piece for this team going forward, and if they're taking calls on him. But at the same time, I guess let me preface with this: how long has Miles Turner and John Collins been on the trade deadline?
That's
I'm sorry,
3 years.
Yeah, on the block.
Yeah,
for the longest time. So this could be one of those scenarios. We can't say for sure, but if they're truly considering getting rid of Saddiq Bey, I mean, I hope at least some in the first rounder. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what Malcolm Brogdon went for when he went to Boston.
Give me Grant Williams in a first rounder.
He's young.
I'd be looking at that.
He's on a rookie deal. I mean, a team that, if they truly feel like they can compete, I don't know at this point in the season they feel that way, but LeBron's been bitching about having 3-point shooters on his team since the season started.
I don't want a Lakers first
Game
rounder.
one.
You're trading for a 5-year-old. The Lakers don't have a first round pick until 2045.
I think they might have some coming up though.
I don't think so. I don't know.
27's the closest.
27's the closest.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can I throw out a name that I think is interesting?
Yeah.
Who?
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
I mean,
He's a
Phoenix,
free agent.
right?
We had to re-up. We had to
He's-
re-sign him this
didn't
year.
he
you gotta pay him though.
Didn't
Cam
he just catch an
Johnson.
Achilles?
Oh, he did. You're right.
Did he?
I think
He
he's
did
come-
get hurt.
yeah.
I don't know if it was Achilles, but he did get hurt.
Yeah, it's we'll see. It's Cam Johnson. I wouldn't mind. That's a legitimate 3-and-D guy. He's a great
Yeah.
defender. He's a great shooter.
You gotta pay him early though.
You got to pay
Earlier
him early.
than you pay
definitely,
Saddiq.
you
but-
definitely have to pay him. Sam Flannel.
Yes.
I know you are an analytics guy. You're a big numbers guy. You have made your opinions of Saddiq Bey very vocal. How do you feel about this Saddiq Bey being on the trading block?
It's just so amazing how before the season, Saddiq Bey, I think all Pistons fans and all Pistons coaching staff thought that he was going to be a linchpin of this team going forward. He was going to take a step, and the Pistons were going to have a better record than last year, at least. That has not happened in any way, shape, or form. Instead, Saddiq Bey has had his worst season as a pro. He's shooting his worst percentage from the three. He's a lifetime 40% shooter from the floor, which isn't very good. So, to me, Saddiq Bey, out of all the players on this team who play regular minutes, who are regular starters, has regressed more than any other player on this team, besides maybe like Hamidou Diallo or Isaiah Livers. But obviously, Saddiq Bey's value is more than those.
Yes.
And I know this might sound a bit of a hot take, but can you correlate Saddiq Bey's regression with the regression of the Pistons at all? I know there's other factors. Bagley's been out, Cade Cunningham's been out, Alec Burks has been out, but who thought that Saddiq Bey's three-point shooting would actually be worse when they added Boyan, they added Alec Burks, they added players that would space the floor a little bit, and you thought, hey, maybe Saddiq Bey's shooting percentage would go up. He would go from being more streaky to being consistently good. That hasn't happened, and of course he doesn't really give you anything defensively. Nothing. But I do think if Cam Reddish can get a first-round pick, Saddiq Bey could too. And at this point, I wouldn't say I'm done with Saddiq, but I am highly, highly disappointed.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the regression has been there. It's been present. It's not good. I like Saddiq Bey. I like him as a player. I think he can turn it around. I don't want to give up on him just yet, but the Pistons need something. They need something. They can't. He's about ready to get a new contract, and they can't be paying a guy that performs like that. So it's tough. It's tough for me to see, but you got to think. This guy was a second-round pick, so if the regression is there, it might be there, but we're getting more than we expected out of him originally.
I think he's a first rounder.
Was he a first rounder?
Yeah, he's a pick 27 or something.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Forget about that.
Yes.
But he was late. He was late first.
Yes.
But it's sad because look at the start of the season. Like, people thought that Saddiq Bey was the big three with Ivy and Cade.
Yeah,
100%.
And now we're talking about, is he even a role player on this team? And that's very disappointing and something I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I think a lot of his his slow start. I'm not trying. It's a weird puzzle to solve right now for Dwayne Casey and the Pistons, but it's the coming of Bojan, because Bojan's been on fire.
I was just about to say
that.
that.
I think that's been a big part of it too, and he hasn't really been able to find his rhythm on the floor with him. They're both liabilities on defense, and not to the point where he's now benched Bey to where he can be Bojan when Bojan's not on the floor. It's a bit of a puzzle piece. But I mean, if someone's willing to pay high market value for him in the trade market, I mean, as messed up as it sounds to say, like I wouldn't mind.
I was just about to say that. I think Bojan kind of added to the decline of Saddiq Bey because they're very similar players in what they bring to the team. They both bring outside shooting. They both don't really play much defense. Having them both out there at the court at the same time, they're kind of taking away from one another. Obviously, Bojan is going to get a majority of the looks because he is the proven veteran, because he is a better shooter, because he is a more high-volume shooter than Saddiq Bey has proven in his career. But going forward, I don't think putting him next to a guy like Bojan would be the best to maximize what you can get out of Saddiq Bey, because they're pretty similar players when you look at their skill sets and what they bring to the team. So I think putting him around different players would be better. I don't think that means trade him. I like him. Again, I like him as a player. I'd like to see him on the Pistons because I do like his game. I think he can improve. He's just in a slump right now. It happens. It happens to all NBA players.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go where Chris went, where a change of coaches will do the difference, but I think it'll help. I do think it'll help.
And I want to say one more thing, too, that I actually just forgot about, but I'm going to just ramble on until it comes back in my head. Oh, Troy Weaver. If it does go down, if a trade is made, it's nice to have faith in the guy doing it.
That is fair.
You know, I don't want to get rid of Saddiq Bey, but if he does, I know that odds are in our favor. You know what I'm saying? The end result of it. And it was traded because that was the best move to be made.
I'll tell you what, though, and I don't want to go here. What if Saddiq Bey does end up being a player that gets traded? That means that Troy Weaver's first round draft class might not be very good.
Yeah.
I mean, Killian Hayes, he's definitely an offensive liability. I'm ready. I'm done with him already.
He's been playing well the past.
Yeah, he's been playing well better, but still, he's like a lifetime 30-20 guy still.
Sam hates Killian.
I do hate Killian Hayes. And Isaiah Stewart, you don't really know.
Limitations.
Has his limitations.
Isaiah Stewart absolutely has his limitations. He hasn't really progressed with a three-point shot like we hoped. He's been okay with more volume minutes, but like Saddiq Bey was the guy that we thought was for sure the one who was going to pan out. And this year, it's been, at least with Saddiq Bey's play, nothing short of a disaster. I hate to go there, but it really has. With the team being so bad, with Saddiq Bey regressing, that draft class might not end up being as good as we thought.
Might not. It might not. It's definitely getting worse by the day. And, bench players start talking like starters. I hate it, but it's got to happen, and we got to see some change up because it's not working how it is right now. You need to move some things around, and it might make some people mad. It might make some people crazy, and if you are dealing with the effects of that, we got the place for you.
If you've gone crazy,
if you've gone mad, we have the place for you. That is SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, because the Sports Marketing Agency helps spread the awareness of mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
The Foaling Warehouse is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play as well as private lane reservation for $120 if you get thirsty. They have a $2 mystery beer vending machine as well as multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I am Spencer Axter. He is Flannel Sam. We got Chris Platty in the UPS booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, and Sleazy Easy in the Maz chair. You know where to catch us live on WoodwardSports.com. All right, Pistons done for the day. It's time to talk some football. Some good Americans, we love our football on Thanksgiving. And so, we're starting off hot. We're starting off Kool-Aid filled. Everything's litty. I love when it's hot. What would a win on Thanksgiving against the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen mean for the Detroit Lions going forward? Flannel Sam, we'll start with you.
It would mean, as I've said many times about many different things, it would mean the moon, the sun, and the stars. And if we're talking about tangible things, what it would actually mean is that the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs this year. If they beat the Buffalo Bills, the team that many pundits and many people said would win the Super Bowl, many people thought had the best quarterback, best roster, this was a team that many people saw going maybe 15-2, 16-1, winning the Super Bowl. And the Lions, and it's also the Lions' toughest game on their schedule. People looked at their schedule going into the season thinking we had no chance in hell of beating them. If the Lions can, on Thanksgiving, beat the Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills after starting the season 1-6 to get to 5-6 in firm position to make a playoff run, it would just mean that the whole city is on fire in the good way. I think this Lions team would capture the hearts of Lions fans like a team hasn't Lions fans like in a very, very long time. Guys like Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn will go from people who are on the hot seat, and I believe rightfully so, to the toast of the town. This would be the most exciting sporting event for a Detroit team, and I can't even think of the last one.
That hot seat would toast those buns.
Yeah, you know it.
Yes. Lions team that will not yeah.
And hopefully we're going to be hearing a lot of that tomorrow. So it would mean everything. It would be. Like, I cannot even put it into words. It's just, like, they could go to the playoffs. Everybody would be satisfied when just a few weeks ago we were talking about tanking.
Yeah.
It would be borderline the totality of it all, winning at home against Buffalo, going from 1-6 to 5-6. It would be a minor miracle.
I love going from 1-6 to 5-6, and you know, the Detroit Lions, they're going to need to do something if they want to beat the Bills. But I agree with you, Flannel. It is huge. It is the sun, the moon, and the stars. A starry night dreary. I looked upon an angel's query. It's you look at.
Hey yo.
What is? Oh, true. Hey, whoa! I swear, it's in a poem. You look at what this could mean going forward. It's not only the playoff ramifications. It's not only Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn proving that they belong as the guys in Detroit. It's what it means to this young core of Detroit Lions, what it means for them to know they can go up against one of the best in the NFL, one of the heavyweights, shout out, and take them down on Thanksgiving. Sleazy, what does the Lions winning on Thanksgiving mean to this team?
I'm just kidding. It would mean a lot, bro. Honestly, like, from the point that I made like 2 weeks ago, I need this team to win because like it restores faith in the regime, just in general. I'm talking about Dan Campbell, defending Glenn, which I've been doing all year, by the way. But even Brad Holmes, which I have faith in Brad Holmes now. I never wavered on that. But Dan Campbell at times I did this season. But like, yeah, man, it means a lot for me because like, as an analyst or content creator, whatever the hell you want to call it, like this is the first regime that I've actually bought into. The rest of them were kind of like, all right, like I guess like this is what we're riding with now. This is the first one that I was like, damn, like I'm sold.
Run that check, Lions. Let's get it.
I'm sold on these guys, and absolutely what Flannel Sam said too, and Dr. D in the Woodward Sports Chat as well. Playoffs. We are going to playoffs if we beat the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a Super Bowl contender. Like it'd be wild if we beat the Buffalo Bills. I don't think it'll happen.
We're going to the playoffs if we beat the Bills?
110%. Outside of injury, if the Detroit Lions beat the Buffalo Bills, I would put all my money on the Detroit Lions going to the playoffs. You don't think so?
No, I mean they're obviously the best team on their roster remaining. They're the best team on the schedule probably all year, and so yeah, it would mean a lot if the Lions go out there and beat them. But man, I'd be happy to get the tattoo. Like if I'm getting a tattoo to get Dan Campbell because they beat the Bills on Thanksgiving, that's a good tattoo spent. That is a good Thanksgiving day spent. But I agree. I think it means so much. It can't be stated enough how much this would mean for the young players on the roster of the Lions, the Malcolm Rodriguez's, the Aiden Hutchinsons, the Kirby Josephs, the Amon-Ra St. Browns, the Penny Sewells. If you go up against the Bills in Thanksgiving and take that stuffing, you take that turkey, you take that mac and cheese, that would mean so much for them to show that, hey, yeah, we're not the best roster right now. Yeah, we still have some work to do.
Yeah.
But we can beat anybody on any given Sunday.
100%.
We can go there and we can see a team that is getting 10 points, and we can slap them around, and as Jameis Winston would say, eat that W.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think that's going to happen. But if they do, it would be crazy. Any given Thursday is what they say, right, Sam?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
any
that's the
given
same.
Thursday.
Yeah, I heard
any
that
given
somewhere.
Thursday. Just go ahead.
No, you're
think about this too. We would all agree that the Bills is their toughest remaining game. It was probably the toughest game on the whole schedule to start the year. I think we would all say that. If they can beat the Buffalo Bills at home, as the young players, as the veteran players, as the coaching staff, you can now think, who the hell else can we beat? We can beat any team in the NFL any given Sunday.
Especially with how the roster is right now.
Yes.
Without arguably the second best player on your defense all year in Jeff Okudah, without your two starting guards, without your second string guard that was forced into the lineup,
Tracy Walker,
without Tracy Walker, without your receivers being available, without your $10 million pass rusher, if you can go in there and beat Josh Allen, beat this Bills team that is reeling but is still the Bills, they're still the Super Bowl favorite, that would be amazing for the confidence of these young men.
Yes, 100%. And like I said, just they believe that they can do it. I mean, I know the Vikings are division leaders, but still, if you beat the Bills, you're just like, the Vikings are coming to our place. We can beat them.
Yes.
That's why I say that if they win this game, you're talking playoffs, and I think it would be and I think it would be disappointing if they win this game and they don't make it, because I think 9-8 gets you in. So that's the thing. Like, how many times have you seen Lions in the past just win a lot of meaningless games?
Yeah.
Just in fashions that they kind of pull one out at the end.
Yeah.
This would be
never pull out.
Yeah, never pull out.
I'm the only kid here. You guys clearly aren't practicing that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
pull out
undefeated,
for
never
sure.
lost.
Never lost.
But like, how many years has it been
5.
since the Lions will have won a game of this magnitude?
I'm not 3. I'm Bryson.
Picture the Turkey Day pick they always take after the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The MVPs of the game. They're all sitting there post game. They're toasting with the turkey wing in their hand, the turkey leg, I should say. Like, I saw the picture of that from the Buffalo Bills. I think maybe it was last year. It was on the thumbnail of one of the Buffalo Bills YouTube videos, and I just pictured how I got goosebumps almost. Just picturing Aiden Hutchinson, whoever the hell, Malcolm Rodriguez, in that in the same pose. No.
No.
Come on.
Jared Goff,
Where's the computer? No, man, I just got goosebumps thinking about it, man. It would be a big moment for this team, this regime, in my opinion, 110%.
It would mean a lot.
Possible
And I
ages,
agree
too.
with Sam. I can't think of another time where the Lions went out there and this is a big game. This is a game that could sway the season. This is a game that could project them into higher things, into an upper echelon. I can't think of a game that the Lions went out there and won.
Yeah.
Whether that's having the division on the line, whether that's having a playoff race on the line, whether that's seeing one of the best teams in the league come into your city, come into your town, and putting it on them. It would be great. It would be amazing. There would be so many ramifications. And does that buy Dan Campbell 2 extra years? Not the next season, but the season after that as well?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but just on that alone. But I'm going to make the assumption that if they can beat the Bills at home, then this is a team that is ascending. They're not just going to beat the Bills and then implode. I don't see a scenario where that would happen. So by definition, yeah, Dan Campbell gets, at least for now, I personally think if they win this game, all of the hot seat talk has to be done, at least for the whole season. Even if they were to lose out, they wouldn't lose out, but this would just mean that this team is ascending. And I think this would be the next very big step in their rebuild. Like I said, if they win this game, they're going to the playoffs. I will guarantee it if they win this game.
And my guy, Scooter Stars. in the Woodward Sports chat says we take and make chains. That's what I want to see out there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see some
Oh,
Akeem
yeah.
Talib behavior. I want to see that chain snatch.
100%.
I want to see them biting kneecaps, cracking people. Josh Allen goes to run for 5 yards. Put your helmet into his gut. Make sure you're going to feel it, Cooley. You're going to feel it. The Brian Dawkins quotes. I want to see them playing like monsters out there.
You know the picture I was talking about? The guys at the end of the game, toasting with the chicken leg, chicken wing, whatever the hell it is.
Turkey leg.
Turkey leg. I apologize. What 3 guys is it if the Detroit Lions win?
Aiden Hutchinson, Kirby Joseph, and Jamal Williams.
Sam?
Ooh, those are good ones. I am going to go with Aiden Hutchinson, Jamal Williams. Damn. Kirby Joseph.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to copy your homework or anything, but yeah.
I mean, that's probably the correct answer, to be honest.
Penei Sewell?
If they win, Kirby is 110% going to be holding a turkey leg in his hand.
Kirby will have an interception or 2.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
the only way.
Amon-Ra, but I think they're going to win with a run. But Amon-Ra is another possibility for sure. But by extension, maybe Jared Goff because he's the quarterback, even if he doesn't deserve it.
He'll probably be up there.
Yeah.
That's fair. Eli did get that Super Bowl MVP for...
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I mean,
for David Tyree.
Yeah, for David Tyree.
Yeah.
Michael Strahan and Justin Tucker should have got those MVPs.
For sure.
100%.
For sure. But before we do anything else, I got to tell you guys, holidays are coming up. There's one place that can give you your holiday wish, and that's $200,000. And that is Lady Jane's, because you can come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Feldman, the #1 name for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, is getting bigger and better. This Black Friday weekend, come celebrate the grand opening of the new freestanding Feldman Jeep store. Enjoy free food, live radio remotes from Woodward Sports, and even an autograph signing by former Detroit Red Wing Darren McCarty. Plus, receive a free $100 gas card with the purchase of a new vehicle. Come Jeep out this Friday and Saturday at the new Feldman Jeep at 8731 Dixie Highway in Clarkston.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're a player or fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Axter. We have Flannel Sam to the left of me, Chris Platty in the UPS booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, my guy Sleazy Easy in the Maz chair. Great poll question right now. Who would you rather fight? 10 turkey-sized Spencers or 1 Spencer-sized turkey? What's your answer?
Probably 1 Spencer-sized turkey.
Smart man. Smart man. 10 turkey-sized Spencers would be a problem. We'd be in sync. We'd be biting ankles. We'd be attacking in different patterns. It'd be crazy. Turkey-sized Spencer?
Kick the shit out of turkey-sized Spencer.
10 of them boys? 10 of them boys coming at you?
I just pull their hair.
We'd go crazy. They're like, ah! You wouldn't be able to read. You read for it. Be going crazy. Chris Platty.
Oh.
Who would you rather fight?
Ah, man. You gotta do the one turkey-sized Spencer.
Smart man.
Yeah, you got to.
A big ass turkey with a beak. I'm just saying that might hurt you.
They don't got arms. They don't got hands.
You know how pointy a beak is?
I don't care. You know how much a thumb changes the difference in a fight?
That's fair.
Fingers.
But if I just kick you in your head, like,
I'll grab the foot, twist the ankle, and then I got 9 more Spencers coming at you. 9 more Spencers. It's like when Will Ferrell and what's his name fight all those middle schoolers. John C. Reilly. JP, who you got? Who you taking?
Of course, it's the one turkey-sized Spencer. So,
Smart man.
Yeah.
You guys lose an eyeball.
There is one caveat,
and lose my life.
There is one caveat, though.
What's that?
Are these turkey-sized Spencers?
Sus will take them home and raise them as pets.
Comes to my Papa's lap and smells a burger.
Kiss him on the nose and cheek him in bed.
Are these? I don't want to say the words because apparently you told me that I don't have the rights to say them. But are they?
Yes, you don't have the rights.
Concussed as
normal
Spencer?
That's a good point. The mashed potato brains are there. They're there. You don't have the right to say those words. Thank you for checking your privilege.
Yeah.
The mashed potato brains are there on the small Spencers, but it's more compact.
I'll get them drunk and then I'm for sure winning.
Then you're for
Split
sure
like
winning?
a 12-pack and they're like, they're wasted off their ass.
A turkey-sized Spencer, it would take a 12-pack to get them drunk. Because it takes me a good amount to get drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm more feisty when I'm drunk.
You are. You are Captain Save-A-Day for no reason.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I just do what I do, man. And I just do what I do. But let's get back on topic. It makes me think of that one question that's like, how many 10-year-olds do you think you could fight in a row?
How many waves of 10-year-olds do you think you make it through?
It's like waves of 5. Infinite.
Man. Infinity.
Like, yeah, I would be kicking these 10-year-olds in the face.
Are these any given size 10-year-old? Or
It's
they're like
average size.
There's some big 10-year-olds out there.
Average size 10-year-olds. I'm kicking them in the chest. Yes, infinity.
That's fair. How long in between each wave?
Yeah, you get a good couple minutes.
Like what's a good couple? Like 5, 10?
5 minutes.
If I had 10 in infinity for sure.
Yeah.
5-minute breaks.
5 minutes makes
I'm grabbing one of them and swinging them into the other ones. Like, all right, let's get back on track here.
I'm making it to wave 3 before my arm's up.
We just talked about who would you rather fight, a Spencer-sized turkey or 10 turkey-sized Spencers, and we got done talking about what it would mean for the Detroit Lions if they beat the Buffalo Bills. Next up, are the Lions' playoff hopes dead if they lose to the Buffalo Bills? If they lose this game against Buffalo, Sam Flannel, are their playoff hopes dead?
No, they are absolutely not dead because that would make them 4-7, and I believe that 9-8 gets you in. I think that the Lions will be favored versus Jacksonville at home versus Chicago, and at Carolina. I think those are 3 games that you can absolutely win to get you to 7. And then, are the Vikings a juggernaut at home? I think the Lions can beat them. They gave them hell at Minnesota, although I don't think the Vikings were quite as good back then. But the Minnesota Vikings also have shown that they're capable of losing 40-3 at home to the Cowboys. I don't think the Vikings are unbeatable. I think the Lions can also win that game. At Green Bay, this is obviously probably the worst Packer team of the Aaron Rodgers era, definitely since his rookie year. And by then, I don't know if Green Bay will have anything to play for. I think the Lions can win that game. And at the Jets, obviously, the Jets have a great young defense, but their offense with Zach Wilson at quarterback, if it's even him or Mike White or Joe Flacco, that doesn't scare me at all. So if they lose to the Bills and are 4-7, they would have to go 5-1 in those 6 games. 3 of them, they'd be clear favorites. The other 3, I think, are very, very winnable. No, it's not dead. It would hurt their chances, but definitely not dead.
Sleazy, are their playoff hopes dead if they lose to the Buffalo Bills?
Hell no.
To the no. Hell no.
Hell no. No. I'm the same. I think you can make it in through 9-8. I'm not telling you guys Detroit Lions are going to make the playoffs. Please don't get it twisted and take it that way.
You heard it here first, folks. Easy says the Detroit Lions are going to make the playoffs.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
Google it.
Thank you. It's for sure. Like, this is... If they lost to this team, like this is a Super Bowl caliber team. This was a Super Bowl favorite heading into the season. I think this is like such a test for these guys, and whether they play well, they play bad, they'll have an idea of like it's a yard marker, if you will. I'm saying an idea of like where they need to be if they truly want to compete for a playoff spot and/or championship. And I think like you need these moments. You get your ass beat and you learn. You know what I'm saying? You can take an L, and that L you turn that into a lesson. That's what Jay-Z said.
Some people and other people say, last night you took an L, but tonight you bounce back.
Oh, great song.
Yeah,
and wake up in the morning every night I count stacks. D-Town, LAX, every week we bounce back. But it's I agree.
Plus, look at the schedule too.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Vikings, like you say,
winnable.
Winnable. At home that time. Jets winnable now, especially if what's his name's playing.
Zach Wilson, the MILF killer.
Panthers, come on.
Easily
Bears,
winnable.
come on.
Winnable.
Justin Fields already dealing with the shoulder injury, and the Packers again.
Winnable.
Yeah.
Come on, it's doable.
Yeah, I look at that. You have matchups against the Jaguars, the Bears, the Packers, and the Panthers, which are all games you should win. The Vikings, they are a better team, but you saw what happened at the beginning of the year. The Lions took it down to the last possession against those Minnesota Vikings. These are winnable games, and the Detroit Lions are only going to get better. They're only going to get more healthy. They're only going to have Okudah come back. They're going to have Jameson Williams enter this offense. Hopefully, they're going to see Romeo Okwara on that field. Josh Pascal will hopefully be back at some time. This Detroit Lions team, this Detroit Lions defense, this Detroit Lions receiving core is probably at the lowest it is right now, talent-wise.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better, and you're playing teams you can beat. This win means a lot for the playoff hopes, but a loss does not demolish them. A loss does not rip them away from you. You could still do it. Again, I'm with Easy. I'm not sitting here saying they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to do it. I swear to God. Bet your mortgage on it. But it's...
I didn't say that.
Yeah, no, I said I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
God,
Yes.
Easy did say that. But no, it's...
Easy taught me.
Easy taught me. But we're gonna drink the Kool-Aid a little bit because they're on a 3-game win streak. And they've looked very good. And they're doing it without some of their best players. So I think the Lions can still get it done and make the playoffs if they don't win this game.
Yeah, and I mean, both things can be true. This winning this game against the Bills would be huge, but also losing it against a team that I still think is a Super Bowl contender, albeit not the favorite, is not the most shameful thing in the world. I think the Lions are going to win, but if they don't, I wouldn't be shocked or anything. So what would really hurt their chances is if they blow the game against the Jaguars or the Bears or at Carolina or something like that. Then we can all just start being like, what were we thinking when it comes to the playoffs? But the Lions have proven in these last 2 games they can now win on the road. So those road games don't scare me as much as they did before. Yes. And absolutely dominating a team that had a 7-2 record, albeit a little fraudulent, they still dominated a team that was 7-2. So going into New York again at the Jets, another team that might be a little fraudulent, I'm kind of thinking, hell, we absolutely can win that game. So starting now, if they go 5-2, they're in. And if they drop the one to the Buffalo, which might be their toughest game, they just got to win five more. And I think it's very, very, very possible.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Absolutely.
It's true. There is a chance. And you look at it, and this is the NFL.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. But
would you look at that?
You see, this is the NFL. This is... You lose games you're not supposed to. That is what happens in the NFL. And you win games you're not supposed to. So why can't the Lions win games they're not supposed to? Why can't the Lions go out there and steal one from the Bills on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Why can't the Lions go into Lambeau and beat the Packers?
Yeah.
Why can't they do things like that? Why can't they beat the Vikings at home? Why can't they make mashed potatoes,
greens, beans,
potatoes, tomatoes out of that Buffalo running defense? Why can't they go in there and do that? Why not us, damn it? We deserve it, all right? No, it's... Anything can happen. It's a crazy league. But the way this team is trending, they're capitalizing on mistakes. They're not making mistakes of their own. And that is how you sway games in your favor.
Yeah, and I mean, and like I said before, 3 of those games, I think the Lions are the clear favorites. To me, it's not even about any given Sunday. It's about this Lions team is looking pretty damn good. They've made some improvements. You've got people coming back like J-Mo, maybe a Romeo Okwara. What is that going to do to this team? So, like I said, you just got to maybe, in a couple of those pick'em games, win. Win at home against the Vikings. Use that home field advantage. Win at Green Bay or at New York, and just win the ones you're favored in as well, and you are in. This Bills game, whether they win or lose, is not going to break them. It could make the season, but it won't break the season if they lose.
I agree. Yes, Sleazy.
This is kind of random. I apologize. I just know that we're about to go to break here shortly, and we can make it a YouTube poll. You guys helped me with my fancy trades before. The guy that sits in this chair between 2 to 4, Tom Masway, has sent me a trade in fantasy. Jeff Wilson Jr. For Kadarius Toney. Straight up. I have Jeff Wilson Jr. by the way. He has Kadarius Toney.
No.
Depending.
Kadarius Toney is with
injury
Pat
prone.
Mahomes now, though.
He's injury prone. Pat Mahomes throws the ball to everybody on the field. If you're not Travis Kelce, you never know what you're going to do.
That's fair.
I was about to say, though, Kadarius Toney, if he's healthy, I would take the trade because he's got Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback I have ever seen play the position ever. And Kadarius Toney, he's that kind of new shiny new toy target, a guy that basically ran himself out of New York and is going to KC motivated with Patrick Mahomes. Take the trade.
Glock 4000 over there. Don't do it.
Glock.
It ain't worth it, brother. But, Sam, why don't you tell us about Moneyball?
Absolutely. But, of course, I'm not talking about the Oakland A's movie. That's a classic, by the way. We all love that movie. We're talking about Moneyball Sportswear. Check out Moneyball Sportswear. It's your one-stop shop. Whether you want the latest look in athletic apparel or you need new uniforms for your team, Moneyball has it all. Shop at Moneyball Showroom in Southfield and experience the only way to ball. Or visit MoneyballSportswear.com. Of course, this Friday, join Braylon Edwards live from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you can win some Moneyball swag. Moneyball. It's the only way to ball.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is Spencer Exeter. I mean, the butchery. Because you can call 248-682-2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery. Meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. Trust me. Who are you going to trust with your meats? You got to trust the heavyweights with your meats and the butchery. So go over to thebutcherysl.com and get the meat that you're craving. Welcome back, everyone, to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. Flannel Sanders to the left of me. We have Chris Platty in the UPS booth. We got JB Smooth in the FedEx booth. We got Easy in the Maz chair. Now, we just got done talking about will the Lions' playoff hopes be over if they lose to this Buffalo Bills team? And then we talked about what a win could mean for this Detroit Lions over the Buffalo Bills. So now it's time we dive into a weekly segment that everyone loves, and I know we all personally love. By the numbers.
By the numbers.
First up, I'll go first because I like to.
What?
Always finish first, no matter what they say. My numbers are 7 and 1. That is the Lions' turnover ratio. in their 3-game win streak is 7-1. They have forced 7 turnovers and only turned the ball over once. So by the numbers, if you continue to do that, you will win football games. That is how it works. That is how this works. It's not how any of this works. Sam Flannel, what's your first number?
By the numbers, 108. That is how many more penalty yards their opponents have had than the Lions in the last 3 games. To go along with your turnover ratio, the Lions have been playing disciplined football. They haven't been beating themselves, and they've taken advantage of opponents kind of shooting themselves in the foot. And that's what they're going to need to do going into like playing Buffalo on Thanksgiving. You can't shoot yourself in the foot with penalties, and they have shown that they can't do that. And the fact that they've done it on a 3-game winning streak, that is not a coincidence whatsoever. By the numbers, 108.
By the numbers. Sleazy, what's your first number?
Mine, first number 17, which is the jersey number for Josh Allen. Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills in his last 2 games. Over. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 67% completions, 4 sacks, 527 yards, and 91 yards rushing, and 1 fumble. Dude's been sloppy as of late. Now, I was going to go back 3 games, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns to add to that total. I don't want to put that in there. It would have made my number look, a little lesser.
That's how a little bit he slopped off his hobby,
But that elbow seems to be bothering him.
Yeah.
Quite clearly. And, I mean, this would be a good week to play him.
For sure. Chris, by the numbers.
By the numbers.
By the numbers, 4. Josh Allen has had 4 games already this season where he's thrown multiple interceptions, matching last season. So that is the key. Of course, we all know the one with the 2 interceptions and the 2 fumbles against the Jets. But that is the key. The Lions have to win the turnover battle, and I think win it by a healthy margin in order to win. So along the lines of you guys, but yeah, he's already matched his season total of 4 multiple game interceptions.
By the numbers. JB, what do you got for me?
Well, to add on to Chris and Easy as well, my number is also 17%, because that is the Bills, because the Bills lead the league right now in offensive turnovers. As you all said, Allen's elbow, still a little bit banged up.
Yes.
So if the Lions can sit here and frustrate him a little bit more and get those turnovers, which we desperately need to win this game.
I love it. By the numbers. And I'm going to continue with the Josh Allen hate fest. By the numbers. 100. Josh Allen has only had a QBR of over 100 once in his last 4. And he's had one under 50 in that stretch. So if you get it, he's obviously not the same guy. He's obviously playing injured. The last game he played against the Browns in Detroit, in Ford Field, was his over 100 QBR, but he only had 197 yards and a touchdown. So he's obviously dealing with something, and that's by the numbers. Sam, what is your next number?
By the numbers, I have 1. 1 is the lead that the Detroit Lions have over the Buffalo Bills in turnover margin for the whole damn season. The Lions are +1, the Bills are at even. And that's just crazy. Who would have thought that at this point, that the mighty Buffalo Bills would have a worse turnover margin than the lowly Detroit Lions? And that has a lot to do with how they've played in their win streak, going from -5 to +1 in just 3 games. And that just shows you that if anyone is going to make the mistake, it's not necessarily going to be the Lions. It could be the Bills, and the Lions have to take advantage and be opportunistic and not beat themselves. And throughout the totality of the season, the Lions have actually done that at a better rate, albeit a slim margin, than the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, better's better. Winning's winning. And by the numbers, it means it's better. You got any more, Chris?
I do.
Let's hear it.
1, the number of good elbows Josh Allen has.
All right. Hey,
oh, wow.
That's messed up.
Dude came to us for the show and said, actually, I listed by the numbers day, guys. No. That's what you came with? You said 1?
That's what I got.
You said you had a list. Yeah, actually, did some more. You have 1? That's okay.
Easy. What's your next number?
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
Buffalo Bills passing defense isn't the greatest. I mean, it's up there. They're still top 10. Let's not sleep on them too much. But they've allowed they're ranked 20th in passing yards allowed in the league this year. And I know, Detroit Lions passing game still ranks top 10, believe it or not. So by the numbers, if Jared Goff keeps the ball clean, he might be in this game.
I like it. By the numbers. JB, hit me with a number.
I'm actually going to give Jared Goff some love as well on this one. 300 plus. That's the yards given up That's the yards the Bills defense has given up to quarterbacks the likes of Kirk Cousins and Jacoby Brissett over the past 2 weeks. Right here, let Goff cook and let him pass.
I don't like that.
This could be a sneaky DJ Chark week. Just saying.
Ooh, let Goff cook is how you get some bland ass mac and cheese.
That's how you know with turkey.
That's
Golf is a turkey.
Goff
Thanksgiving
cooking is
plate.
turkey for sure. But by the numbers, 9. Number 9, Jameson. No, number 9, turnovers. Josh Allen has had 9 turnovers in his past 4 games. That is 6 interceptions, and that is 3 fumbles. The Lions, obviously, I already talked about it, have been very opportunistic in taking advantage of that and creating turnovers. They got 7 in their last 3. So if both of those trends keep up, the Lions might get a few extra possessions out of the Bills quarterback, forcing turnovers.
Yes.
Sam Flannel, by the numbers.
By the numbers, I'm going to go with the quarterback on the other end of the spectrum and also give Jared Goff some love. 1.
Everybody's on the spectrum.
That is the number of interceptions that Jared Goff has thrown during this 3-game winning streak, which means that he has kept the ball clean. I know that he hasn't done a whole lot in terms of winning the game, but he hasn't really done a whole lot to lose it. What you want from Jared Goff is more of a game manager who just doesn't turn the football over.
Yes.
And kind of lets the and in 2 of those games, the defense gave up 9 points to the Packers and 18 to the Giants, and against the Bears they had a big pick 6. So you can win games with Jared Goff if the roster is built up, and the roster has been playing. A lot of their players have been looking damn good, especially Aiden Hutchinson and Kirby Joseph, and Jared Goff has not thrown the football away. So only 1 interception in the last 3 games. By the numbers.
Borat in the Woodward Sports chat says, by the numbers, Josh Allen swings both ways. Sexuality is a spectrum.
What?
By.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
You got any more for us, Christopher?
No, I had one more funny one, and that was just the 12th man, just with the Lions
12.
with their
I like that.
with their 66,000.
Shut up, Chris.
You know, okay.
Stop being mean to him.
Okay.
Dude gets in the chair.
No,
and changes
I
who he is.
don't have any numbers anymore. I don't want to play this.
Easy. What's your next number?
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
40.
Hey.
Which is the jersey number of one Von Miller, who had
Senator Von Miller.
8 sacks on the year, 1 forced fumble, and I think 17 total. I mean, he's still a bad man. I know he's up there in his later years. He did help the Rams win a Super Bowl last year. Von Miller's a dangerous man to look out for, and I'd be watching the matchup between he and Penei Sewell.
He's got that reverse Avatar haircut. You seen it?
Yeah.
It's a triangle on the back of his head.
Hey, it works for. I ain't gonna tell him it's a bad haircut.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
I like your haircut a lot, sir.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Miller, I love your haircut.
Yeah.
JB, hit me with a number.
By the numbers.
All right, my last one is 1-on-1. Aleem McNeil last week showed flashes of how he could be at full potential. His game has always been power, and right now he's going to be lined up with a guy named Roger Safford, who is also injured on the Bills sideline as well too. If he can outmuscle him a little bit, frustrate Josh Allen, could be a big game.
Kick his bad knee a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it. By the numbers. This is my final one, and it is giving our fearless leader, Jared Goff, some love. Jared Goff has played 1 game against the Bills, and in that game, his number of his quarterback rating was 111.6. That is pretty damn good. So if Jared Goff can go out there and produce that similar type of play, that similar level of play, I gotta think the Lions have a good shot of winning this game. Sam?
Absolutely. By the numbers.
By the numbers.
I'm going to go a little simpler and say 12. That is the amount of rushing touchdowns that Jamal Williams has, which means he leads the entire NFL in touchdowns scored at 12. I think he's going to have to punch 1 or 2 in the end zone this game, and he has shown to just have a propensity for the goal line. It's because of him that oftentimes they score touchdowns instead of kick field goals, and you're not going to win at home against Buffalo kicking field goals. You're going to need Jamal Williams to punch one in on 3rd and 1, 2nd and 3, like 2nd and goal from the 3. By the numbers, Jamal Williams, 12 rushing touchdowns, which mean he should have 1 or 2 in this game.
Easy.
What up, though?
By the numbers. You got any more?
I do actually. I do have one more. Let me find it. 7. The Bills have the 7th best run defense in the league this year. They've lit up that least amount of yards, I should say. They led up the 7th least amount of yards in the league this year against the run. They held last week Nick Chubb, who's top 5 running back this year, to 80 yards. Actually, I'm sorry, the team in a whole, the Browns' entire offense, to 80 yards rushing. So I do really think we're going to have to utilize the fact they're 20th in passing, and we're going to have to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah. I have one more by the numbers, and, who was it in the Woodward Sports Chat that kind of stole it? I think David Webster. My number is 73 because Jonah Jackson will not play in this game, and that is his number. And neither will Evan Brown.
Yeah.
So that is our starting Pro Bowl guard and our backup guard who has been playing well. So it's probably going to be Stenberg and Skip. And as much as we like that, it's tough to go up against a great defensive unit in the Buffalo Bills without two of your starting linemen. But I think they can still get the job done. I think we have the three most important pieces, at least, in Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, and Taylor Decker.
100%.
So going forward, we'll need Skip. I think Skip actually helps us run the ball a little bit more because he's a
Good run
big
blocker.
old dude.
Yeah.
He is a big old dude in there. So hopefully we can do that because I make quite a few parlays for this game, and we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
we are going to be
crazy.
talking about some Lions versus Bills prop bets coming up next. But first, let me tell you about Guardian Alarm, because if you want to be kept safe, whether you're at home or on the road, Guardian Alarm is the place for you. With their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800
Stay out.
That's 1-800
Stay out
right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Feldman, the #1 name for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, is getting bigger and better. This Black Friday weekend, come celebrate the grand opening of the new freestanding Feldman Jeep store. Enjoy free food, live radio remotes from Woodward Sports, and even an autograph signing by former Detroit Red Wing Darren McCarty. Plus, receive a free $100 gas card with the purchase of a new vehicle. Come Jeep out this Friday and Saturday at the new Feldman Jeep at 8731 Dixie Highway in Clarkston.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Look at this guy. Who's that?
Oh my God, it's Ryan Armani.
You look at that, and you look at Ryan now, and there's a big difference, and that's all thanks to Custom Health Centers, because Ryan Armani is closing in on 20 pounds lost. Thanks to the help of Custom Health Centers. They got him in shape. They got him looking great, feeling great, doing a lot for his mental health, for his physical health, for his spiritual health, and everything far and in between. If you want help, just like Ryan Armani, you can call Custom Health Centers today at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-THIN. Call today. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I am Spencer Exter. He is Flannel Sam. We got Chris Platty in the TD booth, JD Smooth on the ones and twos, and Sleazy Easy sitting in the Mavs chair. You know we are only live on WoodwardSports.com, so make sure you go check it out, share the stream, tell your friends, and press that like button. But let's get back into it. We just did our by the numbers of the Detroit Lions going against the Buffalo Bills. Now, we're going to do some prop bets.
Yes.
You know, we got to throw degenerate JB a bone, you know, get him involved a little bit. I'm going to list off some prop bets for the Detroit Lions. Tell me if you guys would go over or under on these and give me a little bit of why. First things first.
I'm the realest.
First things first, I'm the realest. Jared Goff, over under, set at 245.5 passing yards. Sam Flannel, where are you going?
I'm going to go under because I think the Lions' game plan will be to run the football, just kind of like keep the clock moving, shortening the game. I think Jared Goff will need to make a play or two, but that will not make his passing total in the 240s. Give me the under.
Under. Easy.
245.5?
245.5.
Actually, I'm going to take the over. If this game's going the way you and I think it is and we're losing, we're probably going to be doing a lot of passing because we're behind.
Good point.
And obviously the Bills passed. They lit up 324 yards to Jacoby Brissett last week.
That was one of JB's by the numbers.
That was one of JB's by the numbers. So, I'll take the over.
Chris?
Yeah. I'm taking the under, too, just because what Flannel Sam said is a good point. I think that the Lions have to establish a dominant running game in order to win this. They're going to win this on the ground rather than through the air.
All right, JB, the man with the most expertise. What are you taking, over, under? 245.5.
245, I think I'm going to land with the over on this one, just because, as you guys said, I think we'll start with the run first.
They don't want to run, but they won't.
Yeah, it's going to lean more heavy on the passing. It's just if, we have the receivers that can catch and match up to these numbers.
I like it. Next one is kind of a slam dunk. I put this in all three of my parlays. Josh Allen, over under 43.5 rushing yards. Flannel Sam, over under.
I'm going to take the under. Wow. And I know everyone's going to disagree with me. I think that he'll have something like between 38 and 40. Because I think the Lions understand that they cannot let Josh Allen just beat them on the ground, get those 3rd and 8s, get a ton of them. I think Josh Allen might get maybe a couple 10-yard runs, maybe a few 5-yarders, but I think the Lions are game planning to stop Josh Allen with his legs more so than with his arm. I think he'll get between 38 and 40, but that's the under, so give me the under.
Wow, easy. 43.5 rushing yards for Josh Allen.
Yeah, they don't want it to happen, but it happens every single game this year. They want that with Daniel Jones.
They probably
want that with
Justin Fields. Justin Fields from running the ball.
Geno Smith. Yeah. What do you mean? They've been awful against quarterbacks against the run. It actually blows my mind that it's only 43.5. Josh Allen's the leading rusher on the Buffalo Bills, if you guys didn't know.
He is.
That's easy over. Easy over.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, it's an easy over for everything that everyone said. Flannel says being dramatic over there, but you can't look at the Lions' history of this season and say that, we're going to stop that guy, Josh Allen, from running.
Yeah, of all guys this year, too.
JB, over under 43.5 rushing yards for Josh Allen.
I'm taking the over on this one, but only out of desperation. That's how Josh Allen is going to get all these yards right here. They still have been trying to get Singletary and Cook into this running mix just to help and prolong Josh Allen's health along the way. So he'll easily get it, but it's just going to be out of desperation.
If I had to take the under
on that one as well.
If I had to make an argument for the under, though, it would be that he does have the elbow injury, and that obviously you are a Super Bowl contender to keep him healthy. Because last week was his fewest rushing yards in any game this season, which was 7. So you could have been them trying to keep him, hey, calm down, big fella.
Yeah.
But
take it easy, big fella.
Take it easy, big fella. But
I feel that.
Easy over.
All right, next up we got Jamal Williams, over under 55.5 rushing yards. Sam Flannel Sam, who do you got?
I got the over, to the surprise of absolutely no one. I keep stressing that they're going to need to run the football. I think Jamal Williams gets in the 80s or 90s, honestly. I think he clears this by midway through the third quarter. Give me the over, running behind that dominant offensive line, even though it's missing Jonah Jackson. You plug in John Skipper, they're not going to miss a beat on the ground. Give me the over with Jamal Williams.
I like it. Easy. Jamal Williams, 55.5.
Under. This is the top 10 run defense in the league, guys. They're an issue. Again, I like Jamal Williams. He's a nice guy. Do you think Nick Chubb's better than him?
Yes.
Nick Chubb and the entire Cleveland Browns offense only mustered up 80 yards against these guys last week. I know. I'll give you the under.
Okay. Chris, over under 55.5.
I'm going over just because of what I said. Easy made some good points, but if I'm being honest, what's that?
I said he's a hater.
Yeah, he is a hater. That's fair. That's a better point. So I'm sticking with what I'm saying. But no, like I said earlier, running is the key for the Lions if they want to win. So I think that's going to be an easy over.
I like that. JB, The degenerate himself, 55.5 over under for Jamal.
Easy over, just because he's the only running back you can count on for the Lions.
I agree. I'm taking the over. I think when I look at totals like that, it does scare me that the Bills have such a good, way to stop the run. They have such a good run defense, but they're missing one of their best defensive linemen. They're missing one of their best linebackers, and another one of their best defensive linemen is questionable. So, and with the total being 55.5, he just needs really to break one, and then he can get 2 yards of carry for the rest of the game and still hit that.
Our guards are out.
Yeah, but I think Dan Skipper is an improvement when it comes to run blocking.
I don't know what Stenberg is, though.
I don't think he's that much of a drop-off from Evan Brown, but we will see. Next up, this one is also a slam dunk for me. I'm surprised at some of the lines on this one, but this one is a real deal slam dunk. Stephon Diggs over under 90.5 receiving yards.
I'm going to go over because I think it's going to be a little bit of a game with the Lions of pick your poison. I think Josh Allen will have a lot more passing yards. That's where he will have the opportunity to kill the Lions, at least to some extent, because Jeff Okuda's out. Steph Diggs is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and I think to some extent the Bills might be playing from behind, at least for part of the game. So give me the over for Steph Diggs.
Okay, easy. Over under 90.5 receiving yards for Stephon Diggs.
90?
90.5.
Oh, man. My personal parlay, I put in less than that, but, I mean, we just gave up 341 yards to Daniel Jones.
To the Giants, yeah.
Yeah, to the Giants, who aren't a passing offense. So we give up, I think it's like 8 yards per throw.
Yes, per attempt.
Yeah, no Jeff Okuda in this one. Unfortunately, guys, I don't know, though, man. I do like Jerry Jacobs, and I assume he's going to be the one covering him. So it could be Gabriel Davis doing most of the damage, but I'll go over.
You're double covering him, no matter who you are. You're not saying nobody can single cover.
Jerry Jacobs got him. Seatbelt gang all day.
Oof.
Chris, over under 90.5 for Stephon.
Over, because as great as this Lions defense has been the last couple weeks and the bright spots of Kirby and Hutch, I mean, at the end of the day, I just see Stephon Diggs just running off one monster like 40-plus yard, and then all he's got to do from there is 50 more. So I think it's just too easy for him to get to 90.
JB, over under 90.5.
It's another easy one, over. As Chris said, all he needs to do is just break 1 or 2 big monster plays right there. You can also add in an anytime touchdown as well, too, to help boost up that parlay.
For sure. Yeah, I'm going to take I'm taking the over on that for sure. I think he's going to have 30 yards in the first drive that the Bills have. I think he's going to have 3 big catches, and he's already going to get a third of the way there in one drive. Next up, we got the Sun God. Amon-Ra St. Brown over under 75.5 receiving yards. Sam Flannel, you first.
Both things can be true. I'm going to go under, but I still think he will have a very, very productive game. And maybe,
under 75.5?
Yes, and maybe make a couple of the biggest plays of the game.
Okay.
Like I keep saying, I think the Lions will be more predicated on running the football. And Jared Goff, I think he will have to make a few plays to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I see Amon-Ra's stat line being something like 5 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. A very good, impactful game, but under the 75.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. But I agree. I think he's going to be impactful, but that's a high number against a great secondary. Easy.
I just saw that count.
Yeah, that's a good one. Over under 75.5 receiving yards.
For who?
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God.
Listen, 20th worst. They give him the 20th most. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown 70.5 all day.
What were you trying to say?
I don't even know how to say it. I've struggled with this twice now. Because how would you say it? They give up.
What are you trying to say?
It's the Buffalo Bills, the 20th against the pass.
Oh, yeah.
So you would say
the 20th against the pass. 20th one
say that way?
The pass, yeah.
Can't say they give up like the.
They give up the 20th,
the 12th most yards. There you go.
Yeah.
It would be the 12th most yards, right? Because 32 teams.
Yes.
Math.
By the numbers.
Chris, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 75.5, over under.
I was gonna go over, but Flannel Sam, you convinced me.
Thank you.
I think it'll be a reasonable stat line of 564 and a touchdown. That sounds about right. Although Goff, his security blanket is Amon-Ra, I still think at the end of the day most of it will be done through the run game.
JB, I'm sorry. JB, over 75.5 receiving yards for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I'm going with the under on this one. Flannel, you kind of hit it right on the head with that one. I think Jared Goff's going to spread the ball around a lot. So even though Amon-Ra is a security blanket, as Chris said, like, he's not going to be open the majority of this game. So shoot with the under on this one.
I'm going over. You guys are haters. I'm going over. Amon-Ra's going to break
over all day.
I'm going over on
That's
all
Jared
these.
Goff's favorite target. How is it not over?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going over on all of these pretty much. Next up, this is one. These are some more secluded ones. This is one we're going to fire off this last one, and then I want to tell you about one that I put $50 on a single bet that you should add to every single one of your parlays to give it some juice. Final over-under. Total points in the first half, 27.5.
I am going to go under. I think it'll be 14-10 Lions, so that would be 24 under.
Okay. Easy. 27.5 points in the first half.
Points in the first half. That's a lot, dude. Under.
Yeah.
Under.
Yeah.
I'm going under as well. Thanksgiving Day games, I feel like those are traditionally low scoring. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would go with under.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm taking an under as well on that one too.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a lot for a first half total. But on FanDuel right now, Jamal Williams is plus 105 anytime touchdown scorer.
Easy.
Go get that right now. Jamal Williams is a touchdown factory. The guy is going to score, trust me. Put it on every one of your parlays. Throw some cheddar on Jamal Williams, plus 105 anytime touchdown scorer. That's my best bet of the game. Jamal Williams anytime touchdown.
My man.
My man. But let me tell y'all about Big Boy, because for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are at Big Boy. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? They got chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, and nacho fries. Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Markets, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals, where they'll beat all competitors by $5.
$5?
$5. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live, only on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is Plano Sam. We got Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, and Sleazy Easy in the Maz chair. We just got done giving you guys some prop bets, some winners for the Lions versus Bills on Thanksgiving Day. But first, before we dive back into it, I want to address this chat poll. Thanksgiving Day plates for spending, 2.5 over-under. You guys better smash that under, because I do Thanksgiving like I do groceries. When you're bringing groceries back in the house, if you go back a second time, you did it wrong the first time.
Okay.
So you got to get there.
So one plate?
One plate.
Because 2.5 is like really 3.
Yeah, one plate.
You're not doing like a plate and a half.
I'll probably do like a little half plate after.
Yeah.
but
How about your favorites?
One plate stacked up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So is that equivalent to like one BD's Mongo Bowl?
Yes, yes.
What is that?
You never had BD's?
BD's Mongo?
No,
It's good.
No, actually, no,
BD's
I
is
don't know.
fire, dude.
Fire.
BD's is fire.
What does BD stand for? Hold on. Yeah, I got to figure this.
It's called BD's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Probably
called
the name.
BD's?
BD's Mongolian Grill. Yeah, you go
Oh,
there.
yeah, I've been
pick
there,
all
like,
your
middle
stuff
school.
and they
Yeah,
cook
yeah,
and
I've been
chef it
there.
up.
Yeah,
that's good. I haven't been there in a while.
That's a good
That's a
spot.
that's a good spot.
Yes, sir.
I've
It's
been,
all
going
you
to,
can eat, right?
I've been going to Korean barbecue lately. That's like BD's on crack.
I got to try that.
Yeah, it's way better.
One day.
But we
Donate.
just got done giving you some prop bets, talking all about what it means for the Lions if they win, what it means for the Lions if they lose. Now we got to give our final predictions and expectations for the Lions versus the Bills game. So, Flannel, I'll start with you. Give me your final score, give me your winner, and how does it happen?
I have the Lions winning 27-24, and the way I think it's going to happen is that I do think the Lions are going to be able to run the ball effectively, control the line of scrimmage with the Lions' best unit, which is their offensive line, with even with Dan Skipper, because he's a damn good run blocker in place of Jonah Jackson. Jamal Williams is that perfect between the tackles runner that can get the tough yards, that can keep drives alive, stay ahead of the chains, control the clock, and of course, like I've said before, Jared Goff is going to have to hit a few throws. He can't turn the football over. He can't throw any interceptions. Right. I know that's asking a lot, but hey, in the last 3 games, he's only thrown 1. And Amon-Ra St. Brown obviously has to be there to make a play or two, like I said he would. And on defense, they absolutely cannot, under any circumstance, let the Bills kill them on the ground. They already shut down Saquon Barkley. You got to render Devin Singletary and James Cook as a complete non-factor, and I think they will. They also can't let Josh Allen kill them with those scrambles on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15, and turn those into first downs. I do believe the Bills are going to get theirs through the air. Like, I think Josh Allen might throw for 350 yards and 2 touchdowns. But here's what Josh Allen will also do, in my opinion. He will put a couple up for grabs. Okay. And one of them will be picked off by Kirby Joseph. And hell, maybe he might even take it to the house. Because,
I like it.
Hey, you saw him running with the football with some interceptions. He's got some Ed Reed-like qualities to him. Ed Reedian. So I think they got to dominate with running the football. Maybe get a little pressure on Josh Allen. Jared Goff can't turn the football over, and force the Bills to beat themselves, particularly Josh Allen. But the Lions, they will get the victory on Thanksgiving, 27-24.
I like it. Chris, we'll go to you next. Give me your final score, give me your winner, and give me how it happens.
I don't want to be the downer, but Bills winning 30-21 is what I got. I think it'll be a little lower scoring than most people think. Again, just from my brief history of watching football, it seems like Thanksgiving Day games can either go one of 2 ways, and sometimes they're pretty low scoring. And with the Lions trying to establish the run, I could see that leading to a lower scoring game. But at the end of the day, Flannel Sam, the one thing I just can't get with your prediction is I'm not mad at the Lions winning, but if the Lions are winning by 1 possession, that means that Josh Allen didn't come through in the clutch, and I'm not taking that bet, especially against this Lions defense. So I think the Bills, it'll be close for a while, and the Bills will end up pulling away.
The Lions defense has gotten stops when they need to in this 3-game winning streak, but it hasn't been against Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I agree. Easy.
Yeah.
Final score, winner, and how does it happen?
Oh, man. I mean, I've been up forth with it all week. I don't think the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. But it's a Thursday night game. It's not a Thursday night game, but it's a Thursday game. Short week. I think crazy stuff tends to happen in those games. So I won't say it's out of the realm of possibilities. The over-under for the game is 54.5, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take the under on that one. I think Josh Allen's banged up. I think both teams are banged up. They just went through a pretty rough games this past Sunday. But ultimately, I got the Lions. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe they win now.
Slip.
Maybe they win now.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, you
Shoot, I might as well keep
it.
going. I might as well. Buffalo Bills, 27-20.
Okay. I like it. JB, final score, who wins, and how does it happen?
I think this was going to be a tight game that first half, but ultimately, can't believe I'm saying this, but Lions win this game.
Wow.
24-21 off of a walk-off field goal from the Money Badger.
Wow, the money
Let's
badger.
go.
I like it. I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game 31-27. I think that it will come down to a game-winning touchdown drive by Josh Allen. I think he will lead the team down the field. He'll get the drive. He'll get the touchdown. He'll get the win. He's just too good. I know he hasn't been playing great, but the guy is crazy talent. The Lions, they have played, Tua Tagovailoa with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They played Justin Jefferson. They've played top-flight receivers, but they haven't played a top-flight quarterback yet. You haven't played against a guy like Josh Allen yet. So you put him in that situation. I think he'll be a little too much for this defense to handle, and I got the Bills winning 31-27. So it is tough. But
you're talking about a Bills team that went on the road and beat Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are kind of, struggling lately.
It's fair.
But it's the Lions are going to need a lot of magic to go their way if they want to walk out of Ford Field with a victory.
Yeah, no, and that is true. And another thing that I think will happen in this game, even though I spent much of yesterday saying how he's been basically useless the last 4 weeks, I predict that DeAndre Swift will have at least either one rush or one reception for over 30 yards, like one 30-plus yard splash play. I think the Lions are going to need it because I'm not blind to the fact that the Buffalo Bills, if they play their game, if they play clean, if they kind of force the Lions into mistakes, should absolutely win this game. So the Lions are going to need a few things to go their way, like a big play from their most explosive player as of right now, DeAndre Swift, and, of course, some luck in the turnover battle. Chris, you got something?
You had your hand raised?
Yeah, I just think that this is a perfect game for the Bills to win, right? Like, all of the events, they're struggling. They're facing a Lions team that the defense has shown some promise. The Lions themselves have a nice little win streak. It's on Thanksgiving. I just feel like that's a perfect situation for a guy who's a gamer like Josh Allen to just show out and win a victory.
I can't say I hate it because I do think it'll be something of that fashion. I think Josh Allen's going to show up big, easy. What can you say to Lions fans? What can you say to Lions fans to help them get through this?
Get all the leftovers of the macaroni and cheese. The macaroni and cheese comfort food.
That is true.
Yeah, and you just might need it. No, I let the Lions slip out of my mouth there. I mean,
hey, yo.
I think, again, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. It's just highly unlikely. The fact that it's a Thursday game, the fact that we're at home, and on this 3-win streak. We just talked to Maddie today. She came through the hallways, came to say what up before the holidays, for a little bit of holiday break one day. But which it doesn't matter. We talk sports every day. We love what we do. I ain't never saying nothing like that.
Yeah,
but
it barely feels like a job, honestly.
Yeah. But what Maddie said, though, is a team, they're not like too hype on the 3 wins. Like, it was immediate turnaround game mode focus on the Buffalo Bills because this is a big game. I mean, you need full attention if you want to win a game like this, and hopefully they get it done. I mean, if they do, I think it's going to be through the air. But unfortunately, you guys know how I feel about Jared Goff.
Hey, chill. We got his biggest fan in the chat.
Jared Goff's cooking. It's tasting like turkey in this motherfucker.
It is tasting like turkey. And if you need some turkey or anything for yourself on Thanksgiving, you just got to give the Butchery a call. Because the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the Butchery. You can call 248-682-2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches that die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective.
Feldman, the #1 name for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, is getting bigger and better. This Black Friday weekend, come celebrate the grand opening of the new freestanding Feldman Jeep store. Enjoy free food, live radio remotes from Woodward Sports, and even an autograph signing by former Detroit Red Wing Darren McCarty. Plus, receive a free $100 gas card with a purchase of a new vehicle. Come Jeep out this Friday and Saturday at the new Feldman Jeep at 8731 Dixie Highway in Clarkston.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Time to talk about Swiss. No, not Hammond Swiss, but Swiss Insurance. With the holiday season here, Swiss Insurance wants to remind you to insure those gifts of jewelry or collectibles. In the last 2 weeks, Swiss has saved its clients an average of 26% on their insurance premiums while increasing coverage. That's a lot of money to free up for the giving season. Happy Thanksgiving from Swiss Insurance, and go blue.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. I am Spencer Raster. He is Flannel Sam. We have Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, and our guy Sleazy Easy in the Maz chair. So we just talked Lions. But there is another game this week. Some call it the game.
Yes.
Some call it stupid. But I'm just kidding. It's a big game. It is the winner will go to, in all likelihood, the college football playoff, unless they choke in the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
But Michigan versus Ohio State is this week. Huge game.
Yes.
Playoff ramifications, division ramifications, legacy ramifications for some of these players. Ohio State, you guys obviously blew them out last year.
Yeah.
So they're coming back. They're mad. They're trying to right the ship. They're playing at home. It's going to be in the horseshoe. What does another victory over Ohio State mean for LeBron's legacy? Mean for Jim Harbaugh's legacy?
And, of course, I'm going to throw out his 49ers and Stanford stuff. This is all about Michigan, both as a coach and a player combined. First off, I think that vaults him into being the 4th best college football coach in America.
Whoa.
After Nick Saban, Dabo Swinney, and Kirby Smart.
Without a championship.
Then Jim Harbaugh. Yes, because I would say 5 and 6 are Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly.
No Dabo Swinney? Oh, you said
Dabo's
that.
number 2.
Sorry.
Nick Saban, Dabo Swinney.
Kirby Smart. Jim Harbaugh, Lincoln Riley, Brian Kelly. But
it'd be hard to argue.
Yeah, but if he doesn't win, he's maybe a borderline top 10.
Okay.
And he also can enter his name in the ranks of like greatest coaches in Michigan history.
Wow.
I got him at 3. I got him obviously after Lloyd and Bo. I'm not counting guys like who were in the 40s or whatever. I'm counting
Caroline's form of Michigan right now.
Yeah, Bo Schembechler and forward.
What about Craig Winkleberry, who coached Michigan when in 1845?
Yes. But the thing that all coaches who have done great things at Michigan have done is win in Columbus. Bo Schembechler did it 5 times. Lloyd Carr did it twice. Hell, Gary Moeller did it once. And this is a game that, honestly, for Jim Harbaugh to be mentioned in the lexicon of great coaches, like first tier, you got to win this game at Columbus. Because, Jim Harbaugh's already done some great things. He has 5 10-win seasons in 8 years, which I think is a damn good accomplishment.
Yes.
It's more than coming off of the Rich Rod and Brady Hoke years. Jim Harbaugh has obviously stabilized the program. He's coming off of last year where they beat Ohio State. Mm-hmm. For the first time since 2011.
And they won a Big Ten.
Yes,
they
won a Big Ten.
got to the college football playoff.
Yes, and they got smashed, but they got there. That was
That's
a
what
good.
happens.
Yes,
yeah, I know it all too well.
You know it all too well.
Yes,
but it's a good kind of first
Not
progression. But if Jim Harbaugh can do it again at Columbus and then go win the Big Ten title, man, you're talking about one of the most legendary figures in the history of Michigan football. Because don't forget, he is the only Michigan quarterback ever as a player to be drafted in the first round. And then he comes back and is a coach that leads them to 2 wins over Ohio State in a row.
8 years.
I was going to get to that. Yeah,
like
I was going to get to that.
It's only 2 wins. And back-to-back is impressive. Winning in the horseshoe is impressive. But it'd still be only a second win Ohio State in 8 years.
And that's why he needs to do it again this year. Because I think a lot of Michigan fans, sometimes myself included, kind of even gave Jim Harbaugh a little bit too much of a leash for what he did in 2021. Because all that being said, even with that win, he is still 1-5 against Ohio State. He is 4-4 against Michigan State, and I would contend that in all of the seasons except maybe 2015, Michigan had the better roster. Hell, maybe even in 2015 they did.
Oh, they always do. They always have better recruits.
And
better
that's a problem. You got to beat Michigan State at a higher clip than 500. But
no, you don't. Yeah, you really don't.
I mean,
you don't really have to.
It's easy for you to say that, but yeah, as a Michigan fan, I expect that from him. So I expect more. But this win at Columbus, that is what great coaches do. They go into Columbus and win. He still has not done that. So if they lose and maybe they go to the Rose Bowl, that's still a good season, but you can't call yourself the upper end of great coach. You can call yourself a maybe lower end great coach behind guys like Brian Kelly and Lincoln Riley. So this win for Jim Harbaugh, it could put him into immortality. And then you get the chance to win the Big Ten. You get the chance to go to the college football playoff and hell, maybe even win a national championship, because as long as you're in the dance,
you got a chance.
You have a chance. So this win I wouldn't say it's a make or break game for Jim Harbaugh because he's done enough to not break for this, but this is legacy defining. Like I said, it could put him into immortality.
Yeah.
Especially with Michigan.
Give me your realistic expectations. Corum plays, but he's hobbled.
Yes.
That's why I highly doubt Blake Corum is going to miss this game.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Donovan Edwards, same deal.
Yeah.
Plays, hobbled. Edwards is a hand. Corum is a knee. Mike Morris and Schoonamaker, I don't know, honestly, about those guys. I don't know about their health. So say you get one of those two. What are your realistic expectations for Michigan going into the Horseshoe?
Well, first of all, it better be Morris if it's one of the two, because he's harder to replace than Luke Schoonmaker, because I think Colston Loveland is the better tight end.
He played very good.
And he's a highly recruited player. He's just young. I think if they have Corum and Edwards, if they're on the field, if they're playing, you can't really use the injury excuse. So I expect them maybe combine Corum and Edwards to rush for 250 yards behind that offensive line, because in the trenches, Michigan, I believe, is better than they were last year. I believe Ohio State is as well, but I still think Michigan has the advantage. They need to just run the ball. Have Corum and Edwards combine for a type of performance like Hassan Haskins did last year. Kind of hammer out those yards, and maybe Donovan Edwards get a play or two on the ground where he gets loose. And J.J. McCarthy, off of play action, hit a couple passes. Hit a couple. And Donovan Edwards, if he's back, I think he's sometimes J.J. McCarthy's favorite target.
Yeah.
And, of course, if Mike Morris is there, and I know this is a lot to ask, if Michigan is going to beat Ohio State at the Horseshoe, I believe this has to be a Mike Morris legacy game. He can do what Aiden Hutchinson did last year and have a great year, but really make your season with an all-time great game at Ohio State. I don't think Mike Morris is Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think he's going to get 15 pressures and 3 sacks, but maybe
that's crazy.
Maybe have a sack and a half or 2 and 6 or 7 pressures, because if C.J. Stroud can sit back in the pocket and have all day to throw, even with an improved Michigan secondary, you are not going to cover Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Ibuka, Julian Fleming. I don't know if Jackson Smith and Jigba is playing, but whether he is or not,
I would be surprised if he did.
That is still a damn good receiving core. And Marvin Harrison Jr., I believe, is even better than Jackson Smith and Jigba. So get pressure on C.J. Stroud, run the football effectively, and J.J. McCarthy make a play or two and don't turn the football over.
Yeah, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best receiver in the country. I really do.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that.
What's up, Easy?
I'm just the legacy stuff with Jim Harbaugh. You're talking like just strictly to Michigan, right?
Yes.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you
can't be one of the greatest coaches of all time if you've never won a national championship.
Dude's 1-5 against the dudes, against them.
Yeah, that's
against Ohio State.
Yeah,
and
that's what I didn't want to go there. Winning back-to-back games is impressive, but you would still only be 2-5.
Yeah, and that's not acceptable, and that goes to the point where after the 2019 season, I wanted him fired. Hell, after the 2018 season, I wanted him fired because of the biblical beatdowns they suffered at the hands of Ohio State. It really was 62-39, and then 56-27, and then
62-39 is tough.
Yes, and then in 2020. That was the COVID year. I'm pretty sure Michigan wasn't mad that they didn't play because they would have been going to their funeral.
Michigan ducked that game.
They did duck that game. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
Because, as a Michigan fan, I can't just be saying that. But, yeah, I think Harbaugh, is sort of righting his wrongs. He wrote a wrong with beating Ohio State at home, but if he goes into Ohio State as an undefeated team, playing an undefeated team in a top 3 matchup, that would just be one of those big game, legacy-defining, put you in college football immortality, at least as a Michigan coach. Yeah. I think it would put him in those reigns.
What if Jim Harbaugh wins in the horseshoe?
Yes.
Michigan gets into the college football playoff.
For sure.
USC wins out, gets into the college football playoff. Are you putting Jim Harbaugh above Lincoln Riley still?
That's where I'd have to see who goes farther, because I think a win over Ohio State on its own would put him slightly ahead of Lincoln Riley. But you're right, Lincoln Riley going to Ohio State and revitalizing that program
in 1 year. In 1 year,
yes. If he
paid a lot for it. They paid a couple $1 million for 4 guys.
Hey, but it helps when you're an offensive guru and you can.
Some of those play calls against UCLA work.
Yes. But unfortunately, with Lincoln Riley, he's gotten smashed in the college football playoff every year too. So if they both make it, what if they face each other for the chance to be higher on Flannel Sam's list?
That'd be a legacy game for Flannel Sam. That would be awesome. That'd be very cool. Well, I appreciate that breakdown, man. It's as much as I hate Michigan, it is fun to see the fans get riled up. But if you want to get jacked, maybe you can walk on to Michigan. All you got to do is go to Planet Fitness and work out, because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever, has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month. Join in Club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
At Alta,
uptime
matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. I know you've got a bog project coming up. Alta, if you have one, Alta Red has you covered. Call them today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That is 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
What up, though, everybody, and thank you for joining us on another episode of the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is Flannel Sam. We got Chris Platty.
Why'd you just assume his gender like
booth. JB Smooth on the ones and twos, and Sleazy Easy in the Maz chair. We had a big day. We had a lot to talk about. We had a big week. Lions play tomorrow, but there are other games on tomorrow as well. We're not doing Wiener Suit for this, right? No.
Let's do it.
Wiener Suit for 3 games.
Wiener Suit Friday.
We'll do Wiener Suit on Sunday.
Wiener Suit Friday. Let's do it up.
I'm not doing Wiener Suit for 3 games.
Come on.
No.
Why are you being lame?
Because it's 3 games. We can't even all pick a lock.
We'll do Wiener Suit, and we'll do a total like we used to do.
All right.
You want Wiener Soup Friday?
Unless you just want to pick the spread.
Oh, you know what? Flannel Sam might not be here Friday.
Yeah, Flannel. Yeah, no, let's just wait until Sunday. It's only 3 games. But we are going to do a Thanksgiving Day pickup. So we'll start around the room. We'll start with you, Flannel Sam. First one's first. Bills, Lions. Who you got?
I got the Lions. As I've already said, I think it's going to be 27-24. I think they're going to control the game on the ground. Josh Allen will throw an interception, and Kirby Joseph will snag it. Give me the Lions.
Okay. JB Smooth, Bills, Lions. Who you got?
Sticking with my gut. I'm going with the Lions on this one.
All right. Easy. Bills, Lions.
Crazy mofos. Give me the Bills.
Chris Platty, Bills, Lions.
Got messed up the
Bills. Bills.
I got the Bills as well. Like I said, I think they're too much. I think Josh Allen is too much. I think they'll keep it close, but I do think the Bills will eventually win. Next up, Giants at Cowboys. Big matchup. Matchup. A lot resides on that. Who you got, Flannel?
I got the Cowboys. They honestly, even though they have, I think, the same record right now as the Giants, the Cowboys have 3 times the roster of the Giants. They're more talented. They're coming off of a big win at Minnesota, and I think the Giants are kind of a fraudulent 7-3 team. Give me the Cowboys.
I agree. And that crazy white boy 620 in the Woodward Sports chat. No, not Wiener Soup. The Wiener Suit. The hot dog costume. Not Wiener Soup. Wiener Soup. JB, Giants, Cowboys. Who you got?
I'm taking the Cowboys on this one. Giants are frauds.
Yes.
Calling it now.
I agree. Easy. Giants, Cowboys.
Giants have a bunch of injuries coming off that Detroit Lions games, too. That secondary, I think, was...
They did. They got banged up.
Yeah, they're going out slowly. So, I mean, and the Cowboys are on fire right now. They're in Dallas. Give me the Cowboys.
Song. That is a great song. Chris.
I mean, the Giants, come on, man. They're frauds. They're frauds. I'm done with them. They're losing.
Yeah. I'm going Cowboys. I think the Cowboys have the best front 7 in the NFL. I think they have the best pass rush in the NFL, led by Micah Parsons. They got Dexter Fowler. They got DeMarcus Lawrence. They have dudes up there, and they're going to make Daniel Jones pee in his shorts. Like he's going to be running for his life in this game. And you got Trayvon Diggs on the back end. Not to mention you have Leighton Vander Esch, who's a great linebacker in the middle to sort things out. So I'm going to go Giants. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think their defense is so good. And I got Dak Prescott in 2 fantasy leagues, so I need him to ball a little bit. Next up,
I need Pollard ball.
We got the nightcap. Patriots at Vikings, which I think could be the best game of the day.
Could be.
Who do you got, Sam?
I got the Vikings in this one because, first off, they're coming off of one of the worst losses I've seen from the Vikings ever. They're pissed off. It was fugly AF. 40-3 to the Cowboys. They need to come back, and they're pissed. They still have Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the league. They have a good defense. I don't trust Mac Jones with the Patriots. I know they've got a good Bill Belichick-led defense, but when you count on Mac Jones to throw the football and win games, I don't trust it. Give me the Vikings.
I like it. JB, Patriots at Vikings. Who you got?
Taking the Vikings on this one. Kirk Cousins will be driving home iced out.
Prime time Kirk Cousins too.
Prime time Kirk Cousins too. I know.
Not always the bet.
I know from what Neil says, but I'm still relying on Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson in this one. So take the Vikings.
Okay, easy.
Patriots have held teams to 3 points and under 3 times this year. Matt Judon, if I'm not mistaken, is like the league leader in sacks.
He's got like 13 and a half, right?
Yeah. Jack Jones has looked phenomenal as a rookie at the cornerback position.
Playing great.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is going to take it to prime time and get his ass whooped by the hoodie.
Ooh.
Give me the Patriots.
Chris.
I was so close to going Patriots, but the fact that it's not in Foxborough made me lean Vikings, and that was really the difference.
I am going Patriots as well. I agree.
Oh, wow. Second best defense in the league right now.
Second best defense in the league. Matt Judon is a monster. He's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. That corner, Jack Jones, is playing out of his mind. You have, a game that transfers on the road. Defense and running transfers. And they have 2 great running backs in Ramondre Stevenson and
Damian Harris.
Damian Harris. 2 great running backs that they can punish the Giants with. I think the Giants are a little the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a little fraudulent as well, just like the Giants.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take the Patriots. Never count out Bill Belichick, especially when you're going against primetime Kirk Cousins. But that will do it for us today. We appreciate you all tuning in for this Thanksgiving Eve special. For the man to my left, Flannel Sam, for Chris Platty in the TV booth. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. Easy in the Maz chair. I'm Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch y'all on Friday. Everybody have a very happy Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family and loved ones. Peace.